Welcome back. Well, two-time Naledi Theatre Award-nominated play Askari is running at the State Theatre. It tells a story of freedom fighters who were turned into informants and double agents for the apartheid death squad based at the infamous Vlakplaas. It's a story of fear, betrayal, redemption and forgiveness, all told through dance, music and powerful storytelling. So to tell us more about this political thriller is director Sello Maseko, choreographer Mdu Nhlapo and of course Wolf Mana, who is one of the lead actors in the production. Thank you so much, gentlemen, for your time this morning. A very good morning to you. Love this. I think that it speaks significantly about a part in our history that we don't talk about enough. But perhaps, so we can start off from the beginning in terms of just conceptualizing, the actual play in itself. Why this production? What are we trying to get out of the audiences? What is it all about?
Thank you very much for having us in the studio. This particular production, it took us 2 years. I've co-written it with Mdu. It's not only the choreography, it's also part of the writing team. It's a very important story of our history, like you said. It talks about a particular era, especially we wanted to showcase the role of young people that was played by this youth in the 1980s, especially the COSAS leaders. How the security police dealt with them and so forth. So also we're taking through blow by blow with what was happening inside the interrogation room in the Vlakplaas and other farms in South Africa and how these people were interrogating our people.
Yeah.
Yes.
It even goes beyond about even how certain liberation movements were really infiltrated because of the realities that were faced by these young people.
Yes, also, yes, you are correct. We are also touching based on the spy networks, the agents that infiltrated the anti-apartheid organizations across the world and the collaborative efforts of how they captured all these people. It was really crazy times at that time.
Well, speaking about crazy times, let's have a look at exactly what this production is all about. And we're going to give you a sneak peek into the production. We'll come back and we'll talk more to the members.
Do you think any of you have what it takes to be called Askari?
Definitely is a thriller, but more than anything else, it invokes certain emotions in one. Wolf, let's speak a little bit about the character that you play. As I said, you can't attend this production without being like invigorated somewhere, somehow. But talk to us, Wolf, about your character.
Okay, so my character's name is Mdu, and he is the commander and leader of this C1 unit that is the death squad to overthrow the COSAS group, basically. So, yeah, it is a very challenging role because I stepped in this year only. I wasn't there last year. And I had to come in and take over basically what is the representation of racism, especially racism and police brutality during the apartheid era, which is a very difficult thing to do.
Yeah.
But I mean, we are here to tell stories. That is what we're here for. We want to tell people what actually happened during the apartheid era, that it wasn't only sunshine and rainbows and service delivery and so on. It was actually a bloodbath.
You know, as you speak about, I've always wanted to ask somebody that has to play a racist character, in a production. It's when you're doing this in production, does it not take elements of yourself as well? Is it not, because it's almost conflicted? It's like, it's that thing of, I'm not really this person, but I'm playing this person. I have to say these things to this person, but I'm really not this person. How do you navigate between the two, the two characters? One, your true self, and the character that you perform, and also looking at the impact that it's having on those that are watching you.
Well, I know that it has a magnificent impact because there's so many people that said they hate me after that.
Fabulous.
Which is fantastic. I'm doing my job right. But just a little bit of a background. I come from a mining town, and I was born in 1994, which means we were at the peak of fear, if I can say it like that, especially from the white society side, where they wanted to leave the country, move to Australia. And I'm going to be honest, I was raised a bit racist.
Okay.
I came from a racist community where the language used in the play was everyday language to us. My thing that I want to do, especially with productions like this, is just tell people the actual story of the misinterpretation of what people thought racism is, because they just think it's hatred towards black people and so on, but it's not. It goes far deeper than that. So me, myself, I'm able to play this character very easily because I know what is expected of me, first of all, and I know that racism part of the South African culture.
You understand it because you lived through it.
Exactly.
And you lived with a community that was racist, or is perhaps even still racist, if they have not transformed over the years. Do I want us to be able to speak to you as well regarding the, number one, to be able to, co-create this production, choreograph this production in itself, and just the amount of time, strength and tenacity to be able to do it. I truly believe any production that speaks to a painful reality is one that takes out from characters, takes out from production team that ordinarily would feel good kind of story.
Yeah.
How have you navigated that?
When I work with Sello Maseko as co-writing, we visited these historical events or places like the Henops, where bodies of these people who were assassinated by Askaris, when they blew them to smithereens and they scattered their bodies in that river.
Oh.
So you go to that space so that you can embody the memory. And then when it comes to stage, then with the books that I read, then you try to find the physical manifestation of this thing. How does it feel on the body? And then that's my part where I come in. So from the text, what I do is called, I transliterate. So not only translate what the text says, but transliterate, so say it like it is, but with the body.
So you embody the fullness of the text,
yes.
Live the text,
yes,
personify the text.
Personify the text.
You.
But now the body now is the extension of our voice.
Yeah.
That's the preparation that I take, the extension of our voice as I share with the actors. Now how do I overemphasize or extend this this which the voice cannot say, but the body can express. And then when the body express, viscerally the audience is with us because they can see, they can feel. So with all these atrocities, then violence was on the line to use as part of the choreographic manifesto. And then that's where I come in with the body. I usually say to the people that I work with that the body is a temple of truth. So when we can tell the story from the physical manifestation first, then we have solved so much problem, because then we are going to show more than telling, because telling it's been redundant. Our politicians are saying bigger speeches all the time, but now we are waiting for service deliveries and all that. People can say all things and lip services and all that, but now the body as a temple of truth, once you start acting, then people receive you viscerally, they feel you. And that is my role in the play, to see how I unpack this story from the physical perspective. And I work with an amazing team who were able to listen to me at the process. It was hard because also as a perfectionist myself, there's a certain demeanor at which I approach my choreographic language, that it needs to represent Africa at the pedestal that is so high that the global nation or people, they must see Africa at that pedestal as far as theatre is concerned.
You know, your production is stellar. And it's a very painful one, but it's an important one, a necessary conversation to have, even in a democratic South Africa, because many people, if not a majority of South Africans, have not realized the fruits of freedom. And that's what we need to continuously speak about. But very quickly, so as we wrap up, where can I catch the production? When can I catch the production?
Okay, thank you very much again. The production is on at the South African State Theatre. every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday at 8. And then Sunday we play at 3.
Okay.
Like today we are going back to the State Theatre to play at 3. And tickets, you can get them at Web Ticket or Pick and Pay near you at 130. And also there's 10% discount when it comes to block booking. Block booking is 10 plus 10 people. And then we'll play up until the 16th of October.
Okay.
And then, yeah, it's action-packed. People must come in numbers. Already we have performed to full houses, and then we don't know, even today, we believe that is a full house. People who haven't bought a ticket, they must go there now and buy ticket.
I'm looking
it's
at
important.
I'm looking at my co-host right now. I'm saying, we're going to the theatre. Exactly, Morena. We are going to the theatre. Gentlemen, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much for telling the truth about South Africa. Thank you very much for embodying it, for relaying it, and for passing on the message, and for you as well, for speaking about it as well. Much appreciated. Of course, go out and check out Askari. We'll be back after this.